I still technically have not seen a 2025 release yet. This movie got limited release at Christmas time and premiered at some festival last year. I hate when this happens, when movies premiere in 2024 and I don't see them till like 2025. It's just, I hate that stuff. Better Man stars Robbie Williams and is about the rise, dramatic fall, and remarkable resurgence of British pop superstar Robbie Williams. From director Michael Gracey, the man that brought you The Greatest Showman, we're talking the brand new musical Better Man. So, if you've heard this synopsis, then you're like, that sounds stupid. But also, just like many, I was like, who is Robbie Williams? I had no idea who he was. But apparently he is a mega superstar in London. British people love him to death. Apparently he is as big as Taylor Swift is what I've read. So I've never heard of him, obviously, because, I live in America. But that's fine. I'm intrigued on seeing a super mega pop star. And with this movie, they're telling his story with a CGI monkey. That is a creative choice. So walking in tonight was the Regal Mystery movie, and I knew it was going to be this movie walking in. I like this movie way more than I thought I was going to. And my friend who saw it with me, she liked it too. Not as much as me, but she enjoyed how creative this movie was. So, beginning with the positives, this movie is gorgeous. So, the director of this movie did The Greatest Showman. And this director doesn't do that many movies, and especially musicals, because I figured after Greatest Showman, this director would be on the hot market. But Michael Gracey directs this movie so well. The shots, the cinematography, the lighting, the choreography, the blocking, the movement of the camera, the actual just overall just excitement that this director brings to this movie with a musical of a pop star is honestly awesome. It is a gorgeous movie to watch, to look at, the sound design, the sound mixing. I mean, truly, seeing, what they did with obviously a lot of special effects and including live action choreography on sets with a lot of green screen. This was a lot of work, and it comes out beautifully. I love the film grain, dirty look they went through this movie, and the changes of colors and time was such a really cool, neat factor to this movie. I really appreciate everyone who just put effort into this movie. Seriously, I just did a short film that involves choreography, and it took us a month for this person to learn it. I can't just imagine these people and just hundreds of extras and how much work is put into this movie. Truly, this director deserves a round of applause. He did an amazing job. Also, Robbie Williams' voice acting is good. Again, I know nothing about him. I don't know if he's ever been an actor. I just see that he's a really big singer. So the thing is, I believe he did a good job in this movie. He does a lot of narrating that kind of is wish-washy at times. It feels like it's in the movie and it's gone for 30 minutes. But the movie does tell about his life, and if you've seen any bio movie before, the movie does follow the plot lines. He obviously rises from nothing. He becomes something. He has his downfall. He breaks off from a group and he becomes his own person. Drugs, love, it's the things you've seen before, but it's a CGI monkey and it's different and it's creative, and I love that. Honestly, I think it works really well. Honestly, it makes me feel more for this main character, honestly, because everyone doesn't want to see animals get hurt in movies, and this movie takes an entire druggy pop star and is a CGI monkey. You can't tell me another movie that does that. So, and the movie does a really good job. I mean, it holds nothing back. It is R-rated. I will say it felt like it did rush a lot through some of those events toward the end. I thought the beginning was really interesting and had a really good pace to it. As soon as Robbie Williams breaks off from this pop group, the movie kind of slows down and the pacing really does hurt it. This movie felt so long. My friend literally said, she was like, this movie felt so long for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And it did, I will say. It felt long. But visually, I couldn't keep my eyes off the movie. Seriously, just the coloring and the costume and the lighting. I loved looking at this movie, listening to this movie. The music is very good. Is the music his? I do not know. Again, leave a comment down below. You'll probably tell me. Is the music you're hearing in this movie his original music? Because if it is, It's pretty freaking good. I love the sad one, like that one he sings after a certain thing happens. It's really good. I like that song a lot. Probably gonna put it on my Spotify list. But either way, I love the creativity in this movie. I think Robbie Williams does a very good job in this movie. The CGI, like I forgot to really talk about, the CGI is really good on the actual, obviously the CGI monkey. I will say some of the green screen wasn't the best, and that was a big thing in The Greatest Showman. This movie kind of is the same, but there are some really cool transition shots that involve CGI that were really freaking cool, but I will admit, sometimes it's a little distracting. I'll admit, I like this movie way more than I thought I was. It was a good surprise, honestly. I wish I got to see it last year. It probably wouldn't break my top 10 or anything, but I definitely would recommend this movie more, and I hope people get a chance to go see this in the theater this weekend. I'm going to give Better Man a B+. So, of course, I'm going to ask, have you heard of Robbie Williams? Am I just stupid? Should I know who this person is? After this movie, I feel like I've learned a whole lot, and I wouldn't mind listening to more of his music. And honestly, seeing this movie, it just makes me feel like bio movies are always critiqued for being the same thing over and over again. This movie does that a little bit, but it does it in a creative fashion that honestly, I really appreciate them doing this. Honestly, it was really different and cool. And you guys enjoy this movie review. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.